So yesterday you kind of saw what kind of action we did on the 4x4 action. Okay, we got the camera out here to get some good angles for you. Let's see what Minnie's gonna do. Come on out here, Minnie the Body Shop Jeep Girl. We'll call her Minnie the Jeep Girl today. Over here. Okay, are you gonna drive or are you just gonna be a passenger today? What's going on? Passenger or driving?
I'm gonna be a passenger until Pete scares the hell out of me and then I'm driving.
Okay, let's get on the trail and let's see what's going down. All right, it's her Jeep. She wanted to drive my truck. I didn't really appreciate that.
Nice. That's why.
But I didn't appreciate that when you wanted to drive my truck, and I'm actually giving you the opportunity to start the trail out with your Jeep.
Well, I'm being nice and letting you drive my Jeep like you were nice and letting me drive your truck.
Let's get down the trail and see what happens.
Do you not want to drive my truck?
Sure, let's go. Get in. Get in. So far so good. What you just saw, I was actually driving that in two-wheel drive. Minnie said to go ahead and put it in four-wheel on this action. This is a pretty steep climb. Let's get on the trail and go down. Or should I say go on the trail and go up? Right here. Today is actually the next day. After being totally freaked out and in shock of going through the LaSalle Mountain Pass Trail, which was very, very, I almost had a panic attack when we got lost. I almost lost it. Am I right?
Almost?
I almost lost it.
Almost?
Yeah, almost. I thought that we were going to run out of gas, have to spend the night out there.
And the bears were going to eat him.
And then when we were pulling up to the end of the trail, I saw some cows in the distance, and I thought those were bears. Well, we just watched a camping movie, man.
You were in a fucking
We just watched it. Well, hold on a minute. Hold on.
Fucking trail.
Hold on. Okay.
Let's go.
Man, we were just watching a movie where this guy got eaten alive by a grizzly bear. Okay?
They were hiking.
Anyway, back to what we're doing today. Thank you, Minnie the Body Shop Girl. Thank you. So anyway, that was the recap on what happened yesterday. But today, we actually are out here in Bull Canyon. This is called Bull Canyon. We took Minnie's Jeep out here. And this is out in the Gemini area of Canyonlands. And the Gemini Bridges, you can see the sign right here. It's actually a famous place out here. It's a national monument, so we're gonna walk up to it. We don't have our bicycles. If we would have bought our bicycles, we would have rode our bikes up there, but we didn't do that. So when we get up to that Gemini's Bridges, we're gonna check it all out. It's a half-a-mile walk. Hopefully Minnie the Body Shop Girl can make it in one time without taking a break.
Let's hope.
Woo! I'm already trying to catch my breath and we ain't even started.
I know.
Son of a...
Go, man.
Son of a... Wow. done with our grounding wire, the next thing we're going to do is I actually moved over to plumbing department today, and I'm putting the vent for the plumbing in through the roof, because while these guys are here, I want them to take that special super duper tape, vinyl tape they got and tape around that pipe. So we're going to go ahead and set the vent in there now. What I've done is, if you look right there, you can see where I sliced through the vinyl and the insulation all the way up into the roof panel, and then I'll take a 2-inch hole saw and slide the pipe up through there. Now I won't cut the pipe, and you can see there's the pipe and there's the coupling. I will not cut that pipe till actually I'm up on the roof. And then what we got to seal that around the roof so it doesn't leak is this vent cap right here. Now what this is you would cut out the size diameter pipe that you're using, and you can see right here there's different measurements for it. So you'd cut the size out, and then you'd want to actually cut it a little smaller. You don't want to cut exact size because you want that thing to fit around there tight. And then if you look real close, you can see that this is actually made for a metal roof, because this is a lead band, and then you'd screw it all the way around. And then what that would do is that if the hole ends up right there, and this would happen to be our roof panel, you can go around and screw all the way around, and it would mold perfect using this type of a seal. Now on the junction panel that I'm going to mount on the inside of the wall, I'm a little bit confused, and I really don't want to mount that yet, but what I'm going to do is take that panel, and then I'm going to mount it right here on this wall where the breaker box is outside. And then I was going to run 2 pipes, 2.5-inch pipes coming out of the box and into the junction box, and then I can run all my wires through that. And let me tell you, this is a lot of frustration. It's just overwhelming, and I hope we get it done. We ran into another problem when we started looking at this plumbing. And if you look at this wall right here, this is actually the inside wall of my office area. You can see the vent pipe is on this side of that wall. And then when we come over here, you can see there's the shower, the sink, and the toilet. And I think the vent should have been on this side of the wall. That's where the vent should have been. But Mr. Perfect Plumber guy that he is decided to put it right there. Another problem we have is when I steel stud this wall out, I was wanting to lay the studs up against this wall here, and I've already bought the 16-foot studs, and I was just gonna put them right up to this wall and then screw them onto the wall. But with this action right here, I don't know if that's gonna work, because we're only talking 3 5/8 studs and track, and that sticks out a lot farther than 3 5/8. You see what I'm talking about? So now we're gonna have to figure out how to mount that wall, because now we're going to have to come out like 2.5, 3 inches. Or you understand what I'm saying? We have to come out about 6 inches from that wall instead of putting the studs directly on the wall. So there's going to be space in between 2 walls because of Mr. Plumber guy. So there's nothing really else we can do to go ahead and run this plumbing wire up into the roof and hope everything goes together. I bet there's 2 layers of metal here where it's overlapped.
Probably, and there may be a flange or something where the 2 buildings connect. I see daylight.
Alright. Now let's hope that hole's big enough. Put this through there.
Success!
Woo, baby!
Yeah!
We got a vent pipe! We got a vent pipe!
We are plumbers extraordinaire!
Can't believe it, something actually went right! Okay. We got us a 16, 17-foot vent pipe now. And then what we'll do is we'll tie it to this wall. But what the real deal is, like I said down there, you know, Mr. Plumber, Magic Jack Plumber, kind of really stuck it in our ass. But that's another day and another dollar. All I know is we just went one step ahead and we got us a vent pipe.
There you go.
That's what I'm saying right there. Alright, we're actually finishing up the insulation, and if you look right there, this is like a whole giant sheet of vinyl that they cover all this with. Now, we got our buddy Colorado Bob with us. What's up, Bob?
Just hanging out with Pete.
What are you thinking of this insulation situation?
I think you can't get any more insulation in the walls.
Yeah, this is pretty
The walls
nice.
are full.
They got that white vinyl. It really brightens the shop up, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Now, they said that you could live in here now?
Yeah, they said this is energy code efficiency. You can do anything you want in here.
Yeah.
So what they're doing here is they got all the insulation, then they put this white vinyl on it. And then once the white vinyl goes on, then they take this banding, this strap stuff right here, and you can see where it's kind of screwed on there. And then that's that. But what we're gonna do is, if you look up there 10 feet or 12 feet, I'm gonna put our panel all the way around to cover all that. So yeah, it's gonna look pretty nice in here. Well, it's a done deal. There goes TPI down the road. Out of sight, out of mind. And let me tell you, they did an awesome job. See you guys later, man. Appreciate it. Beautiful job. These guys did a great job. TPI Construction. And there goes the supervisor, Mike. So the building is now done. And we're gonna go inside and take a walk around. You can see all the trim's been put up. Gutters are hung. And everything is looking good. So if we look inside, you can see that they vinyled all the walls. And this is the best insulation you can get. I think there's R32 behind the walls. I don't remember what it is. Don't quote me on that. But then they vinyl it. And another thing that they do, I want to show you right here, is they put this tape. This is actually a barrier tape that they put between the paneling and all of the beamwork and the girts and everything on the outside before they put it up. So, I mean, I got the best insulation you could buy. I can tell you that right now. But the real deal is that DIY Auto School is almost done. We got the door guy coming in today, and he's gonna be putting the doors up, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, this is gonna awesome. I mean, I visualized this. I made little models. I made A-scale models of it, and I placed my building on my model the way that I wanted it. And I mean, you know, everything is just working out super great, and it's gonna be an awesome shop. I kind of walked through what's going on here. I don't know if I'm gonna put the paint booth in my shop here. I'm thinking that I'm actually gonna go ahead and put the paint booth in this area right here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and have a separate building built, or I'm gonna build one myself. And then this will be the paint booth right here. And the reason I'm gonna do that is because I just love the open space that we have here. And I don't wanna ruin that by putting up walls like I got in my other shop and sectioning everything off. Now this room here was going to go ahead and stay one big room anyway, and then I was going to go ahead and put a wall up here, and that's not out of the question yet. I'm still possibly going to do that, put that wall up, and I still might put my paint booth in. But the problem you have with this shop versus my other shop is, look at the insulation and the purlins on the roof. And for my stack to fit out, I don't know if it's going to be big enough to fit between them beams right there. I don't know, but and I really don't want to put a hole in my roof. That's one of the main problems we have. Because I really don't do as much painting as I used to back in the day. I mean, I'm kind of gotten out of, you know, the bumper end of it and let's paint a fender and bolt it on the car type situation. And even doing cars like that, I really don't need a giant full-size paint booth to do that. I believe that a custom-built, homemade type paint booth that I can build myself will probably cut the mustard on any type of situation that I need to do. And if building that paint booth on this slab over in this corner up against that common wall there that doesn't have a door, I'm personally thinking that's the way to go. I mean, you know, let me have your thoughts. Let me see your comments on this situation and let me know what you think about it. But as far as problems go, I ain't got no problems with these guys. They did a beautiful job. There's only two things that I'm complaining about. One of them I really don't give a shit about. I mean, you know, shit happens, and let me show you what we're talking about. Is this trim right here. This trim to cut these two colors off, that was actually supposed to be brown. But I'm not gonna bitch about that because it actually looks pretty good and you'd never even know. I mean, you know, there's nothing really to complain about that because it still looks awesome and that's kind of minor. One thing that I didn't like, this is one of the reasons that I'm bitching about it, is because we got brown trim here and this piece right here is this tan color, so it looks kind of funky right here. But when I go to paint my doors, because I'm going to paint my doors brown, I can probably go ahead and just tape this off right here, paint that at the same time, and everybody's happy. But the main bitch that I got, and I'm not going to back down on this, I'm pretty set in my ways, is this concrete slab. You got it breaking off on the edges already right here. We've already went through all this. You got cracks everywhere in it. And I mean, I'm not even going to go over all the cracks. If it isn't in this video here that we are editing now, go back to the last video and you'll see what we're talking about. But, well, we might as well show you a few. This is not just a stress crack we're looking at here, okay? These are, there's cracks everywhere in it, and it's so dirty right now you can't even really see them all, but, well, here's one. And it goes all the way over here. You got, look at this shit right here. You can see right here that if, after time, if you drive on that, it's really going to break out. And then, of course, it goes all the way up here. And there's just cracks everywhere on this. And I'm going to stick to my guns on this situation. And this is going to have to be replaced. I paid a lot of fucking money for this concrete. And I just, you know, I'm not going to settle for this shit. And this slab out here is going to have to be replaced. And I'm sorry. But as far as everything else, and that's including the inside concrete, that slab over there, and of course the building, I think it came out beautiful. The trim work looks nice. The colors I picked all went together and are awesome. And you can see even the roof is red to match all the trim. So everything really came out nice and it's really awesome. And I think that TPI Construction in Grand Junction, Colorado did me a square deal and was very honest about everything. The doors, when we first hung the doors, they didn't have the windows in them. And I told them, I said, look, I ordered doors with windows. They had the window doors out here the next following day, so took care of me on that because I was not going to put windows on these walls. I was only going to put the window doors, and then that would be the windows, and then I had these extra windows here, and I got out here early, so I asked them to go ahead and install those windows. So yeah, it's really looking nice. What's up? What do you think? It's all done. The door guy will be here today. And
I know.
yeah. It's kind of lonely around here without Mike and the crew, huh? For TPI.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
But it's all ours.
They did a fantastic job, and
Yeah.
it's all ours.
I think they did an awesome job. I was showing everybody outside the shop and all the interior, and
I like it.
you know what's really nice about it? Show them on the wall. The accuracy on the screws that they put in the wall.
Look how straight and in line all the screws are. They really took their time.
Everything's in line. Doesn't look out of place.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
you
not
can see all the
zigzag.
all the screws are perfect. Nothing looks stupid. Yeah.
They really took their time, but they did it in a fast. I mean, they didn't go slow, but they just did a really good
You know
job.
what the guy said?
They
that-
took pride in what they did, and you can tell by looking at it.
You know what a couple of the guys said, the construction workers here? They said, man, this is my dream shop. I got my shop right here.
Man cave right here.
And here's my apartment right here. I wouldn't have to have anything else in the world.
yeah.
I can live where I work.
Yeah, and actually, you could live in
We
here.
could live in here because
We got the super duper insulation pack.
yeah, energy code insulation.
So we can actually.
This could be an apartment, but it's not. But
No, this is Pete's man cave.
there you go. All right, let's go out here. They let us keep all the materials. Let's go see what we got left over. So we got a bunch of material left over. We got all this insulation right here.
That's a lot of
I don't know if we'll ever use it, but we got it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We might use it for something.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
If we build, you might want to put a little insulation in the
Bathroom.
In the bathroom. Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, and then we're going to go ahead and build that corner over there is actually going to be the bathroom, and then it's going to have an upstairs where it'll be our storage and everything.
Little loft.
So we might need that insulation for that. We don't know, but I mean it's insulated good, but the inside walls we might want to insulate.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think we probably should.
Yeah, so that's nice that we got that. And then we got all this stuff right here, which we actually paid for, which is actually extra material. This is really, really handy to have right here, and I think we got 3 or 4 of those 4-foot panels, but the red stuff is what we really are concerned about in case somebody runs into our wall. But the thing is, we got all this extra material in case someone rams into our building. Maybe the body shop girl, for instance.
I actually did that
Yeah,
in
that's
Dallas.
right. So we got all this extra trim left over and everything else. We got our gutters, of course.
Awesome gutters.
Yeah. I think it looks really nice, came out good. And yeah, I think we need to get to work is what we need to do. All right, we got a lot of work to do ourselves
I know.
over here at DIY Auto School. What are you thinking, Minnie, the body shop girl?
I'm speechless. I just can't believe.
Yeah. Come on out here, let me show you something. What time is it, about 9:30?
9 o'clock, 9:30.
Let's go check this out. You got to see this situation. Look at that view right there. Look at that. 9:30 in the morning, Moab, Utah, looking beautiful. The clouds are disappearing. We got clouds over the LaSalle Mountains. The sun's coming out, and you can't ask for more. It's a beautiful day right here over at DIY Auto School.
The weather is perfect. Look out that door. Look out that door.
Yeah, look at that.
Either door. Look at
Everywhere, all around us. Look at this. Everywhere. All right, Minnie, the body shop girl, we got to get to work. Let's go. Because we got a lot of work to do. You still got to dig a ditch over here. We might not do that today, though. But someday we're going to do it.